Hi everyone, my name is Hannah, and today I want to show you 3 ways to add emphasis when speaking English. Emphasis is the way we use our voice to stress or add intensity to specific words, indicating significance or importance. Without emphasis in our speech, every word sounds exactly the same, flat and monotone. For example, you could say, "She said the dog is sick." That way, it's very monotone and is hardly to follow. You can say, "She said the dog is sick," and it's easier for listener to follow what you are saying. So the strategy number 1 is stress words within a sentence. English speakers naturally add stress to particular words in a sentence, such as nouns, verbs, adjectives, and adverbs. For example, yesterday, I started watching a new TV show on Netflix. You should notice that the pronoun I and the article a and the preposition on are not pronounced as clearly or as loudly. We can emphasize particular details and even shift the entire meaning of the sentence. For example, take a look at the following sentence. I spoke to Julia yesterday. When I add stress to different words in this sentence, the meaning changes. For example, if I say, "I spoke to Julia yesterday," it means I emphasize that it's me who spoke to Julia. But if I say, "I spoke to Julia yesterday," this one Julia and not the other person. Or you can say, "I spoke to Julia yesterday, so I emphasize this happened yesterday." Now let's move on to strategy 2, volume. Playing with volume is one way you can add more energy and variety to your speech. Just like in the first strategy, you can draw attention to particular details, or raising your voice or speaking more softly. For example, when talking about climate change, you might passionately say, "We must action soon if we hope to save the Earth." Now let's move on to strategy 3, pause. Last but not least, the power of pause. Pause helps you to slow down our speech, especially when you feel nervous, and give the listener enough time to process the detail we are emphasizing. Even better, they add emphasis and variety when speaking. There are 3 ways we can use pauses. First, between syllables. For example, you can say, "We need to meet this deadline, or the contract will be cancelled." And the second way, you can pause before or after a keyword. And the last one is after an introductory phrase. If I wanted to stress or further emphasize the word cancel, I could say, "We need to meet this deadline or the contract will be cancelled." However, I could add even more urgency and weight to these statements by choosing to add a pause before and after need. I can say, "We need to meet this deadline or the contract will be cancelled." I could also add an introductory phrase to this sentence and say, "Most importantly, we need to meet this deadline or the contract will be cancelled." You got it? Hopefully, the lesson today is helpful for you, and stay tuned